Good morning to you, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to be here for me, and I would like to congratulate the organizers for such a successful event. Since the breakdown of Soviet Union, we defined a new energy diplomacy in the region, which means energy cooperation. And I'm happy to say that I was responsible at the Ministry of Petroleum, and until 2011, we sold oil to Greece on credit basis until the sanctions damaged economy of Greece rather than us to some extent. And we also pioneered the idea of energy for peace when we supplied gas to Armenia in exchange for power, and gas for gas with Azerbaijan and Turkmenistan. And we defined also oil swap from Caspian to Persian Gulf, because that was a mean to bypass US dollar physical handling of the matter. And yesterday, Central Bank of Iran issued an order that they are not going to open any more letter of credit or for import and export using the US dollar system. And more they have concentrated on euro nowadays. But what we are facing today, I'm happy that His Excellency mentioned about energy efficiency that was not so successful in Greece. It is not also very successful in Iran. So we want to save more energy, so to enable more capacity available for export. And obviously natural gas is going to be the fuel of today and tomorrow. And oil era is over already, not because oil has run out, but because the market has changed. Perhaps John is going to talk about energy revolution. And I was in Baku when ExxonMobil advisor was talking about the need for what energy we put in to get the energy out in a system or invested. So that should be reduced. So IOCs and NOCs, they are now concerning with the cost of production, which obviously in Iran we need to import new technology. That is where Europe and Greece in particular could assist us to lower the cost of energy production. Otherwise we cannot compete in this market, which already seems that the major player, they have put a cap between $50, $60. So that is why we need to reduce the cost of energy production. And also we have to wait for unexpected in the market, like what happened in 2008. We witnessed that oil jumped from 80 to 147 and then down to 35. And while the supply and demand was only changed for 3%, not that much. So there are manipulation also in the market which we have to watch. One of the ideas that is now expressed that the future of oil prices is not going to be high. Why? Because Norway, for example, is no longer invest through their national reserves for the oil. World Bank is not going to supply loans on this basis. And most importantly, Saudi Arabians are going to sell out the Aramco. If they expect that the oil prices will go up, so they won't sell the company of that price. But the gas is different story, as my friends mentioned here. In Iran, to replace petroleum products, we are using more gas. Public transports are running by CNG, and we need to develop on that. But what is happening in today's world, and we witness with recent decision in US on steel and aluminum, we are going to face more competition between nations and corporations in the energy market. One of the reasons that this competition is going to increase because we consider energy as a commodity, which in our opinion, we should change that definition because energy provides services like turns our light on, provides transport. I wrote an article recently because there is a hot debate on coins, and I suggested perhaps we can, with the backup of Iran, huge natural gas resources, we can introduce energy coins. and that can be also be regionally traded and exchanged. That is needed a big debate. And apart from that, in Mediterranean, as Excellency mentioned, and in Caspian Sea, what is a matter is the legal regimes, there are disputes. So we have also have an idea on, we call it non-dominium. I'm not going to details because 5 minutes does not allow me to do that. And so I have said Iran is the first golden gate for security of supply of energy. Greece is the second golden gate for the supply of energy to Europe. And Turkey can play its role, if it wishes, as a golden bridge between these two golden gates. And with regard to energy as a service issue, I am of the opinion, if we get a chance later on to discuss this matter, probably we will be having a kind of new definition for a smart market. Let me conclude before you warn me that observing that our proposal for a smart energy market builds upon pre-sanctioned energy diplomacy to ensure that not only is energy cooperation a way of resolving historic conflicts, but also it does so in an economically optimal way. So I welcome you all to Tehran for partnership with our energy industry. Thank you very much.